What's up, y'all? I'm Sable Danielle, a human design coach and sound healer, and I'm the creator of the Know Yourself, Love Yourself, Self-Discovery coaching program. So Know Yourself, Love Yourself is a program that I created to heal shadows through human design. It's a program that I created because I had to live this journey. I had to learn how to love myself by learning who I am, everything about myself, the things that I loved, the things that I hated, the things that I wanted to change, the things that I just wanted to tweak a little bit, everything self-reflection and growth. Like, that's me living intentionally. That's me. I lived this journey for a lot of years, and I wanted to create a space for other people. I've been asked questions along the way, like, how do you stay so positive? How do you stay, in alignment with your friends, or how do you set boundaries, or how do you keep going when, shit hits the fan? And I've got all these little nuggets of information that I would love to share with you all. And so the Know Yourself, Love Yourself program is a big part of that. And so I had to transform my life after a very toxic, terrible relationship where I lost myself, everything about myself, like everything that I worked hard for, my credit, my money, my goals that I strive really hard for. I didn't really know who I was anymore. Like, I had to start from ground zero and rebuild myself. And so what did that even mean? How did I have to do that? I had to start by looking within. I guess the number one thing was, after that relationship, I had to ask myself a really hard question, which was, do I want to be better or do I want to be bitter? Because I could have been mad about all these years that I wasted in this relationship, right? But I've already spent all these years being mad and bitter and resentful and feeling very terrible in an unaligned relationship. So, of course, I'm not going to choose to be bitter. I want to be better. I want to be a better version of myself. I want to understand how I even let myself get to this space. I want to understand how to never let that happen again, and how to never let anybody play with me like that again. And I also needed to do some work to understand who I truly was, because if I'm being real with myself, before that relationship, I was kind of just cruise control. I was young, first of all. It was my first real relationship, and I never really did the internal work to ask myself, what does a healthy relationship look like to me? What do I even want out of life? What do I value? What do I want out of a partner? Where do I want to be in life? Where do I see myself? I didn't ask myself none of those questions to even figure out who I was and how I can be a great partner for somebody else, or how to find an aligned partner for me, So I had to start there, of course. And, you just have to ask yourself the hard questions and be honest, be accountable, and really, truly, be real with yourself about what you need to change. And it's not easy to be like, yeah, I sucked, I fucked that up, or I should have made a better decision. But we're human. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to live and learn through our experiences. And that's how you have to look at it. Don't beat yourself up so hard. Be compassionate with yourself. We don't have a rule book in life. However, human design can provide a great blueprint for you to live a more aligned life. But I mean, that doesn't mean it's going to be a perfect life ever. There's no such thing as perfect. The only thing that's perfect is living authentically and maneuvering through the ups and downs and cycles of life without getting stuck there, and just showing up for yourself. So that's a little tangent that clearly some people needed to hear. But like I said, I created the Know Yourself, Love Yourself program because for years I was just disconnected from myself. I didn't know myself. I was unsure about a lot of things. I was stuck in cycles. I took things very personally. I was very sensitive. I was very codependent and very focused on people pleasing rather than prioritizing my needs, my boundaries, my peace. And so I needed to elevate. And I want to help other people elevate in the ways that I did, but without, so much struggle, hopefully. So I found a way to rewrite my story, and now I wanted to share the framework behind the Know Yourself, Love Yourself program. It's it's not like step by step linear. You got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, but these are things that are important components. And so discovery is the first piece of the framework, where you learn about yourself, self-awareness. Who are you? Where would you like to be in life? Also, with human design, it's important to have your birth details, the time you were born, location, and uh, time you're born, location, and the exact birth time, so that we could pull up your energetic blueprint. But this is where we also discover your patterns and habits and things that you would like to improve or gain more clarity on, or just be more intentional about. And then we heal. We heal through deep conversations, and we start with confronting the shadows that have been conditioned upon you. We try to break through like limiting beliefs that all come from the external conditioning and experiences that we have had ever since childhood. Everything that we experience has an impact on how, an influence on how we maneuver and think and process things. So that's part of the framework. And then we embrace our authentic self. We embrace where we came from. We embrace where we want to go. We embrace new habits. We shift our mindsets from like negative self-talk to more positive mindsets. We rewrite our story, and that means like, who do you want to be? How do you want to show up for yourself? How do you want other people to view you and see you? What types of things do you want to change and attain in your life? And then we realign our habits and our routines and our our daily things, so that it can become like second nature, first nature to us, like natural. It's not something that's super forced. And then we reflect and repeat. Like, this journey is not a one and done type of thing. Like, we're always meant to grow. We're always meant to evolve. We're always meant to like self-reflect and continue to think about how we can, experience better things and be more aligned than we were yesterday. Or how did a previous experience impact us? Like, we're always experiencing things until our cycle ends. And so we're supposed to learn from those experiences and then tweak a little bit. In my opinion, that's how I view life. So that's pretty much the framework behind the Know Yourself, Love Yourself program. And one of the main things for me was learning to like not take things so personally. I used to be super duper sensitive and be like, well, if someone wasn't listening to me, that might bother me because you're not appreciating what I'm telling you, or I want you to feel good and comfortable more so than I want myself to feel comfortable. I'm just going to keep pouring into you without getting poured back into, and that's just that's not a great way to maintain balance, or to maintain like positive thoughts about yourself, because then, as a projector, at least for me, from my experience, then you fall into like this victim mentality or cycle of thoughts of things that might hold you back, or things that you might spiral into, and then it'll just keep you like stuck at a low frequency. And we want to elevate our frequency. I feel much happier with an elevated frequency, and I feel like everyone deserves to have that opportunity, especially our melanated folks. I mean, we have lots of people providing tools that don't look like me, and I want to provide tools for everyone that looks like me or resonates with me and my experiences, my culture, all of those things. We deserve all of that as well. And that's what I'm here for. So I'm your coach, human design coach. I'm also a sound healer, Sable Danielle. If you have any questions, drop them below. You can go to my website, sabledanielle.com/know yourself, love yourself. And to sign up for the free Know Yourself, Love Yourself workshop, you can go on Eventbrite, Sable Danielle, and all of that will be linked in my bio and the description. So I'll catch y'all in the next video.